Hello, my name is Eric, but most of you know me either as Captain. But if you don't know who I am, I've been your community manager for these past few years. And if you read the title of the video or the forum post that this will be linked in, you know the says that you buy from me and also from Alex or Midgman. And a hello to the new community team led by Per and his CAs. And CA means community ambassador. I used the term way too often, so I keep saying CA now. That totally without a gun to my head. I'm supposed to answer some questions to say some sort of goodbye. And if you're wondering why I keep looking down, it's because even after all these years, I hate looking at a camera and I have a script because I can't memorize everything. But I will try to keep in touch with you as much as possible. Favorite nation? Germany, if it's a major, and specifically monarchist Germany. If it is a minor, I would say it's either Hungary or maybe Finland, as I like having the more underdog feeling. Of all nations, probably Germany, as who doesn't want to be the Kaiser, honestly. For favorite mod, I will be diplomatic and say I don't have a favorite, but I love all mods equally. But that being said, I have more of a preference towards old history mods such as Kaiserreich, Equestrian War, as I really enjoy what they do with the game to make it so different, but still feel like HOI. And favorite memory, that's a hard one to me. I think looking back on all the years I've worked on Heart of Iron, and even before then, when I was just a fan running a multiplayer Discord that was called Heart of Iron 4 Community, if anyone remembers that. And then later that Discord became the official Discord. But I think my favorite memory has kind of been the journey that I've been on these past few years, alongside my amazing team of community ambassadors. I remember one summer in 2022 when me and Midgman had filled the summer doing something as the developers were on vacation. So we created Hot Code Summer, where we sat in our own rooms at our home. I was coding a mod, he was doing art, and we had sunglasses on. And it was a lot of fun. It was really odd, but it was a lot of fun to do. But I think honestly, my favorite memory has just been doing all of this for all these years, meeting amazing people, working with development teams, working with influencers like Tom McKay, Dante's Meme, Just Bocoan, and there's too many to name. But most importantly, working with all of you. On a daily basis. I've been talking to you guys for better part of 3 years now, and I will sorely miss that. I don't know, looking back what I've done as community manager, you know, I started a YouTube channel last year now, and my god, it's been growing fast. Helping modders update their mod for day one. We did it for the first time with Arms Against Tyranny and expanded upon it for Götte Dämmerung. And it worked so amazingly. I think this time we did 18-20 mods, and them all being updated for day one was mind-blowing. Because I remember when I used to play HOI as just a fan, you know, I really enjoy playing vanilla, but sometimes you just want to try your favorite mods with the new features. And I think, why shouldn't we just give that opportunity to these mod teams like Millennium Dawn or TNO or Equestria, and just like, hi, this is the new features. We know you're not really going to use the focus trees, but use the features and let's see what crazy stuff you can do with it. And I think that's worked well for everyone around, and I look forward to seeing what more the team will do with the modders in the community after I'm gone. It's been a long project coming, and they're still rolling out now, but working on creating the modding guideline series to help more people get into modding. Previously, there was a really good series by, I believe, Iron Workshop, and he did a great job with that, but over time it's become more and more outdated, and I felt that we should have an official support structure to help people learn modding. So the beginner series is out now, we're rolling out intermediate, and after that the advanced series for the most advanced modders. I think overall, I will miss it all dearly. And I'll probably look back on this time with fondness and miss it a bit. I am excited for what I'll be doing, and actually, while on that topic, from now I won't be on Hot Run anymore. So it's, you know, in themed terms, I'm hanging up my rifle, putting aside my helmet, and climbing out of the bunker. Finally, I just jump into an airship and paradropping onto Europe Universalis, as that's where we'll be taken on from here on out. So going into 2025 and beyond, maybe. I will be leading the European Universalis brand into a new future. What that might be, we'll see. I have a lot of things planned. I mean, I'll start doing surveys soon to see what people even want. But it's going to be a new adventure and a lot of fun. I hope, personally, I have done a positive change in the community, on the game, and left it in a better place than I found it. But I couldn't have done it without the development team, my amazing community ambassador team, or all of marketing and publishing who has been so supportive. But also most importantly, I couldn't have done it without you, the players, who've been so willingness to change, to improve, and just work with us to make the game, the community, and everything just better. And I think with the recently just the demo, you can see we're going in a very good direction right now, and I'm really hyped personally to see where HOI will be in a few years. Thank you for everything, and without further ado, I'm going to introduce the new community manager for Heart of Iron 4, Per Bonamy. Take it away, Per.
Hi everyone, this is Per. I'm your new community manager on Hearts of Iron 4. For reasons I can't get to a camera right now, so my voice will have to do. And while I've been doing community for almost 20 years, I only joined Paradox just about 2 months ago. And I've been playing Hearts of Iron for about 4 months now. I think I'm at, 300 hours in? Couldn't say what my favorite country is right now, but lately I've been playing Japan a bit and having fun with that. So I think I'm very lucky to have started at the same time, basically, as Götterdämmerung. Everyone seems to really be loving it. And just like you, of course, I'm very sad to see Eric and Alex go. At least they're still with Paradox, so that's awesome. But I have a great community team helping me out, helping you out, and I'm looking forward to many more years. Plans. And some things I'm looking forward to are, of course, Graveyard coming out soon-ish, and whatever may be coming after that. I can't wait.
Hello, my name is Alex, also known as Midgeman, and I've been part of the HOI community team now for 5 expansion releases. I joined the team all the way back in the quiet period between La Resistance and No Step Back, just before the 5-year anniversary, in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Like Eric, after a long time working with this community, I will be vacating this brand. So I wanted to take a moment to just reminisce a little bit. In my time on the Hearts of Iron community, I've seen it go from absolute strength to strength. There are times I was alone on this brand as the sole community team member during some of the most active periods this brand has ever had, and all those really long days were made worth it by this Hearts of Iron community. Like the others, I have a few questions to answer. My favorite nation to play in Hearts of Iron is, of course, the UK. There's something about managing a navy, as well as the complexity of fighting a war on so many fronts, that just always make that nation really appealing to me. That, and I'm quite obviously British. My favorite mod is Kaiserreich. I will always like the what if scenario. And before joining the HOI team properly, I was working with the Kaiserreich Cinema guys, so I'm a little bit biased. My favorite expansion was No Step Back. It was the first one I helped release, but it was also a major turning point in the lifetime of Hearts of Iron, and was the moment the brand really started climbing back uphill. I have lots of fun and fond memories from working on this brand, starting the Instagram account, the YouTube channel hitting 100k subscribers. My favorite memory has to be one of 2 things. Helping the brand collaborate with Turbo LARP to put on the first ever Hearts of Iron Grandest LAN in Chak Castle was an amazing experience, and also getting to be a brand ambassador and help growing some of the multiplayer scene. But a fun party trick story I'll always remember and tell in community circles was around the release of the 5-year anniversary pack for Hearts of Iron. We were in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and I was still partially working as an actor at that time doing outdoor children's productions. The 5th year anniversary pack was my first expansion content release, and I was the only community team member working on the brand. I fondly remember pushing the social posts and all the news posts to do with the anniversary, the 5th year anniversary of Hearts of Iron, in a cramped, dank office. At the location, I was performing children's theatre, all the while dressed as a bear. Sadly, I don't have any photos, but just imagine me dressed as a bear pushing news about the 5-year anniversary of HOI. Hearts of Iron was my gateway into the games industry, and I will be forever grateful for it. But also, like Eric, don't think I'm going too far. I have the absolute joy of continuing my work with Paradox, moving over to the Europa Universalis brand. And now I also have the absolute joy in introducing my wonderful colleagues, the awesome people that will continue to create content for, provide news to, support, and protect the wonderful Hearts of Iron community. All right, gang, introduce yourselves.
Hi there, my name is Fraser and I am the newest member of the Hearts of Iron 4 community team. I joined at the beginning of November, so just prior to the release of Götterdämmerung. I'll be taking over from Alex for the platforms of Instagram and Reddit, so you'll likely be hearing me in the future on some of the shorts that I'll be creating. So my favourite nation to play ties in really well with my favourite expansion, those being the Soviet Union and No Step Back. The main reasons for that, you're looking at the political paranoia. It's an interesting dynamic and the way that you need to balance your political power for the advisors, for your policies, for the decisions, but then also then for the paranoia as well. So that's quite fun. Add into that, you've then got all of the debuffs for the army, for the navy, for the air force, that can only really be removed after you go to war with a major country. It means the Soviet Union, it can be quite tricky at times, so that is quite fun for a challenge. Now, my favourite mod to play is going to have to be the Road to 56. It was one of the first mods that I ever played when I first got into the game back in July 2020. And what really stood out for me at the time was the number of new technologies or new unit types that were available in the Road to 56. It was something that I hadn't tried in any other mod at the time, so it really kind of stood out for me there, and it's one of the reasons why I have such a high regard for the modding community in Hearts of Iron 4. Now, this might come across as a bit of a cliche answer, but I think what I'm most looking forward to in this job is going to be engaging with the community, especially with regards to so many of the creations from the community. Things like the mod spotlights, the installment reports. We're so fortunate within HOI 4 that we have such a developed modding scene, and I'm just really looking forward to engaging with them and, you know, sharing and showcasing what people have been up to. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do together going into the future.
Hi Generals, I'm Dr. Waddles. I've been your sister-in-arms for about 1 year now, and I usually hang out on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. My favorite nation to play is Sweden, which ties together with my favorite expansion, which is Arms Against Tyranny. I might be a bit biased because I actually joined the community team just like 1 week before the release of AAT. And when I joined, I had never played Hearts of Iron 4, and I definitely didn't have the expertise of World War II that some of your history buffs out there do. So I did feel the pressure, and so getting to play a region or country that I was familiar with and understood a bit about helped a lot, especially as you're not being attacked left, right and center when you're trying to play Sweden. So it's how I learned the game, it's how I fell in love with this community, and how I find my place here, and that means a lot to me actually. I'm not a big mod user, but the mod that I probably have the most time in is HOI 4 IRL. It's refreshing, it's hilarious. I love the humor and simulation aspect of it, and I had a blast creating that HOI 4 IRL short. So naturally after that I was just hooked. While I love every single day I get to be here, two moments that really stand out to me are when my stupidly overpowered Luxembourg DLC fantasy short got 1 million views. And of course when we got 100,000 subscribers. I may not be the most experienced soldier in this battlefield, but I do love YouTube. So achieving those milestones with the team and with you is something I'll never forget. And as I said, I hang out a lot on YouTube with you guys, so if there is a short that like has done extra well or that I enjoyed making or something like that, I will hang out for a long time in those comments, and if I'm not replying to you, I'm just laughing at your comments because you seriously crack me up. So that's why it's a bit extra precious to me. This community is amazing, and I laugh every single day that I'm here. So thank you for being a part of that. Oh, and Bunker Guy agrees and sends their regards as well.
Hey there everybody. Some of you might already know me, but for those of you who don't, hi, my name's Chak. I am one of the community ambassadors here over on HOI. I have been here for roughly 3 years now, soon to be 3 years as of January, I believe. And I'm mostly hanging around in the background, making sure that your dev diaries, your patch notes, all the news and stuff gets posted on the forum and Steam, and with as few grammatical mistakes as possible, but I'm only one guy. It has been a pleasure over these past few years to work with both Katten and Midge, and I will be sad to see them go. However, I do think that the future of HOI is still bright, and you can't get rid of me that soon. One of my favorite nations to play, of course, is Canada. I have to rep the patriotism and play my home country. However, lately I have been enjoying Congo, actually. Though, to be fair, I really just like the communist flag. I have a sweet spot for the communist flags in this game. I am planning on doing some more Belgium runs soon as well, but for now, Canada and Congo are my favorite nations to play. As for mods, I am a big fan of Old World Blues. I don't play it very often. I prefer to play vanilla HOI. However, I always have a soft spot for the Fallout series and for the incredible talent and effort put into it for the Old World Blues mod. As for expansions, I can't really pick a favorite because I like different aspects of different expansions, right? With the release of Gotterdammerung, said that wrong, but I can't say it right, so we're gonna go with that. My favorite part is actually the landmark system. I really like that little bit of added detail to the game. But for, let's say, the previous expansions, I really like the tank designer. Terrible at it, but I like it. With AAT, I like being a little bit of an arms dealer, you know? I enjoy being the guy who everybody buys their stuff from. If I have to pick a favorite, though, it would have to be Arms Against Tyranny. Some of my favorite memories for HOI aren't necessarily tied to a specific event or specific release. Most of my favorite memories for HOI have been just being able to interact with you guys and to be able to try to get more of an understanding between one another so that we can make the best game possible. But if I had to choose a specific moment, it would probably be the creation of HOI challenges. It might not be that much to some people, but having an avenue where you guys can learn to play the game better or more efficiently, and also like bounce ideas off of each other, and for the people who are more competitive, have an avenue to express that without necessarily playing multiplayer or whatnot. I feel like the challenges have been a good outlet for that. We can give back a little bit with win a DLC here and there, you know? It doesn't take too much to try to give back in, let's say, my own way, right? And it has been a lovely time here with all of you, and I hope you all have a great day.